Damn, love it. You love to see it. All right, so this is my predictor for the Euros 2020. I don't know why they keep rolling with Euros 2020 because it is 2021 now. We're midway through it. We're literally in June. So we're literally midway through 2021, and we're still calling it 2020. But anyways, so I do have the FIFA World Ranking up here just to look at it. There's some baffling decisions on FIFA's. Like, how is France not number one? Belgium's number one. How is France not number one? They were runners-up in the Euros 2016, winners of Euro 2020, and that has made them runners-up to Belgium, who have not won anything. I know this is Belgium's golden generation, but still, it really doesn't make much sense to me. All right, so Group A. If you know me, you know I have one boy and one boy only. That sounded wrong. I'm so sorry. All right. John, if you wouldn't mind editing that out in the actual video, that would be awesome. Please edit that out, John. Okay. Now we're back. So, if you know one thing about me, you know I love Lorenzo Insigne from Napoli. And I think he's actually genuinely going to have a big tournament. I'm super excited for him. I don't know what the betting odds are. I can't bet on sports in Ohio because Ohio hates me and doesn't want to see me make millions. So I'm not going to be able to make money off this. But if you can bet in whatever country or state you live in, go for Italy and go for Lorenzo Insigne. Because I think Insigne is going to have an awesome tournament. Him and Ciro Immobile. But Immobile does get a lot of his goals from like penalties, and he didn't have as great of a year scoring-wise as last year, while Insigne is maybe playing the best football that he's ever played in his life. This is the question for me. I have the Athletics team sheet of every team. I have the world ranking just to help me out a little bit. But Turkey and Switzerland. It's extremely tough to pick between these two. On the Swiss side, you got Jan Sommer. You got Xherdan Shaqiri. You got Xhaka, even though I think Xhaka is a little bit overrated. You have a good team. Maybe not the strongest up front, but that is a good team. And in Turkey's side, you do have a really good up front with Yilmaz. You still have Kabak in the back, which I think that maybe he's going to look a little bit better in this tournament than he did for Liverpool. My gut says Turkey. My gut says it is Italy, Turkey, Switzerland, and Wales. There's going to be so many Turkey-Swiss jokes. I'm not going to do that. Mainly because I can't think of a good one. So, yeah, Italy, Turkey, Switzerland. I want to check Switzerland's team real quick just to make sure I'm not forgetting like somebody crazy. Turkey's got Kabak. Turkey don't have the goalkeeper that Switzerland has. They have Çalhanoğlu. They have my boy from Brentford. And they have Yilmaz. They have actually a few decent strikers here. While Switzerland have Sommer. Switzerland has a better defense. This is actually way closer than I think a lot of people think. Zakaria, Saul, Shaqiri, Xhaka, Breel and Bolo. Oh my God. I think I might go Switzerland. What's the rankings? Like where's Switzerland's ranked 13th? Where's Turkey? Turkey's 29th. I'm going Switzerland. I'm going for it to be Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, Wales. Yeah, absolutely. That's super close, though. Much more closer than the FIFA World Ranking would let you believe. Straight up, golden generation, they have to be number one here. Belgium has to win their group stage and have to get far for them to have a successful tournament. Then it's between Denmark and Russia. These are two extremely talented teams. Denmark have Kasper Schmeichel in that goal, who's going to be an absolute dog. he may be the difference, really. You have Andres Christensen. You have Andre Christensen and Andre Christensen, Chelsea and Malmo. Thomas Delaney, Christian Eriksen, Højbjerg, who, if you know me, I love Højbjerg. Matthew Jensen from Brentford, which again, I love. Christian Norgard from Brentford, again, I love. I love the Brentford guys, if you didn't know. And they have Braithwaite up top, who's very, very young, but if he can actually have a good tournament, and they have Poulsen, if Braithwaite can have a good tournament, I think that they go through. Yeah. You know what? I'm picking Denmark, Russia, Finland. That's how that's going. Now, you can pick 4 teams that make third to go through. And I'm trying to think of it logically as like, these aren't just the best teams. These are the teams that are actually going to pick up the most points. But for Group C, Netherlands is number 1. I think now it's between Ukraine and Austria. Ukraine have... Who does Ukraine have? I know they have talent. They have Marlos. They have Zinchenko. They have... I'm drawing a blank on some of their guys. But they are a good team. And they play really, really well together. They're ranked 24th in FIFA's ranking. And Austria, they of course have David Alaba. They actually have a pretty good defense as well. A lot of them playing in Germany. Most of them playing in Germany. Nearly all of them playing in Germany, which is a big deal. If they're all playing in the Bundesliga, that's a big deal. And, hey, Austria got my boy. They got KO. If you've seen... Actually, we got rid of KO in the last series. Damn it. All right, yeah, the last episode we got rid of KO, but that still doesn't negate the fact that I love him, and I think he's awesome. We had to move on from him, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm still going Austria. Austria, I don't know how good I feel about that. I might change that. But North Macedonia, I mean, they got Elmas. They got, yeah. They're not picking up many points. Here's the big one. Not the big one yet, but a big one here. Group D. England, do they get number 1? If you get number 1, you play the second seed of Group F. So you might not want to get number 1. You might want to get number 2, and you might want to play Group E. Because I think whoever is second is better than the top at Group E. But I think that they do. I mean, if they're playing to win all of them, they do. Croatia. Scotland is going through in this tournament, though. Mark my words, Scotland is going through this tournament. You know where I say that I don't really have anybody that I root for. I don't have an international club that I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Andy Robertson in this tournament, maybe more than anybody else in the entire tournament. Guys that I'm rooting for, Robbo, I'm rooting for Hendo. So, you know, I do have a little bit of love with England, but there's also some hate towards England regardless. And then Italy with Lorenzo Insigne. But there's guys I love on every single team. It's a lot of Liverpool-based, sure, but really I am here for a story. And it just so happens that a Liverpool player has probably the best story of the tournament for me, which is Scotland. So if I had to pick a dream team to win this entire thing, it is Scotland. It's the Scots. Iron Blue. I did it terrible. Sorry, Robbo. If you ever see this, I'm so sorry. Is there another team? Is there another story? It would be interesting now. I think I was kind of annoyed because like Belgium had a lot of Manchester United players at one point, so I was always kind of annoyed with the golden generation of Belgium, and I was never a big Eden Hazard fan, so I kind of rooted a little bit slightly against Belgium at times. But now I kind of want to see them do something because this is the golden generation for them. This is kind of their last chance, so I wouldn't hate seeing Belgium make a run. Netherlands, if they had Verge, I'd be rooting for them number 1. I'm still rooting for them though, because Genie is on that team. I like Memphis Depay. And then, of course, like North Macedonia could do something. I'm hyped with it. If Hungary can do something, I'm hyped with it. I just don't think that those are going to happen. But Croatia is awesome. I mean, England's ranked 4th right now in the World Cup ranking, but Croatia is ranked 14th. And I think it's way closer than what that ranking would show. Would not be surprised if England gets 2nd in this group. Be shocked if England gets 3rd. If Scotland gets 2nd or the Czech Republic get one at the top, that will be shocking. But England's issue is going to be their defense and goalkeeper. We'll get into that in a little bit. Okay, so Group E. You have Spain, who this is one of my least favorite Spain sides that I've ever seen. There's no Real Madrid player. I don't love this team the way that I typically love a Spain team. Now watch me say that, and then they become like they just go through the entire group and they win this entire thing. But that's not to say that they're a bad team. They have De Gea in at goal and Robert Sanchez. That's literally going to be a battle between Sanchez and De Gea, as crazy as that sounds. But De Gea isn't the guy that we knew him to be years and years and years ago. You also have. Can you guys see that? Okay, yeah, you guys can see that. Cool. You have Jordi Alba in at left back. You have Laporte. You have Garcia. You have Llorente. You have Azpilicueta, who will be playing the right back. And you have Thiago Alcantara. I love Thiago. Just watching him play football is one of my favorite things to do. Dani Olmo is one of my favorite. I don't even know if I can necessarily call him underrated anymore, but he's one of my favorite sort of kind of underrated guys. I guess a guy that just like the media doesn't talk as much about, but I think that he is phenomenal. Llorente and Koke. You got Busquets still there. I don't know if he is going to be performing at the level that he did a few tournaments ago, but I still think that he can be an awesome midfielder. You're having a lot of these Atletico guys in too, which like they won the entire tournament. I get it actually maybe 3? No, that's 1, 2. You have 2 Atletico guys. That's it. Fabian Ruiz at Napoli. They're always talking about him making a big move. Fernando Torres. And of Traore, it's a little surprising Traore made the tournament. I'll be honest, because he hasn't been awesome. Morata, Mourinho, I don't love their forwards. I really don't. I don't love their forwards. I don't love their defense, but I do love their midfield. I don't know what that says about them, but then we have Sweden. Yeah, their goalkeepers could be a little bit better. For sure. You got Lindelof here. Victor Lindelof is going to be massive if Sweden make any type of run. You do have Emmy Forsberg. You have Robin Quaison, who we're going to be showing in just a little bit when we play our FIFA. You got the kid from Real Sociedad, who I believe is originally with Real Madrid, I want to say. I haven't watched a ton of him, so I'm not even going to cap with you. And then you have Poland, of course. You got Fabianski, and you have Szczesny. I wonder who they pick. I'm still probably picking Szczesny, but I'm not mad if they pick Fabianski, who has been really, really good this season with West Ham. And Szczesny he wasn't phenomenal with Juventus. This wasn't his year with Juventus. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got benched for Fabianski, but I'd still probably go with Szczesny with the experience. But then again, hey, to get experience, you have to get experience. You know what I'm saying? I don't love to see this. I never love to see this. It always makes me want to pick against the team. MLS team. You got an MLS team in there? It scares me a little bit. But they got Glitch. They got Zelensky. And, of course, Robert Lewandowski. I don't know how well Milik's done at Marseille. If you're in the comments, comment down how, and you know anything about how Marseille have done. Screw it. Let's just look him up. Let's see what my man's done. Let's go to transfer market. We're going to see. We're going to see what he's got. Okay. 15 appearances, 9 goals, 1 assist. I'm not in love, but 9 goals and 15 appearances isn't terrible. That's enough to certainly go through. I think I'm going to still pick Spain to win this. I really like Sweden. I really like Sweden, though. I want to look back at Sweden's team again. Emmy Forsberg. Quaison. Jansen. Lindelof. Nah, it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm picking him third, but it's not enough for me to pick him over Poland. And the group. The group here. Portugal versus France versus Germany versus Hungary. We can all... Hey, Hungary's fourth. I'm sorry. Dominic's not even going to be in the team. Hungary's fourth. I'm sorry. In my opinion, France is the best team. I'm not saying that they win it, but France is the best team in my opinion. And I think Portugal's right there. I think Portugal might be second in my opinion. And I think Germany's awesome. I think they easily get that Hungary win, and if they can get a tie off of or a draw off of Portugal or France, I think they still go through in this. So I will pick Germany as one of them. I'm picking the Scots. Of course, I'm picking the Scots. Already guaranteed it. Whew. Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, Sweden. I'm picking Sweden. And the last team here, I want to make sure I feel good with everything. I don't know. I don't know what it is now. I'm picking Switzerland. I don't know what it is. I like them. Now looking at their team, I like them. Russia wouldn't shock me, but I'm not going to go with them. I'm going to go to the Ukraine. Club Brugge. Shakhtar Donetsk. They all play for so many of the same teams, like Dynamo Kiev, Shakhtar Donetsk. That may play a part in chemistry and them having great chemistry with each other. And also there's a controversy going on right now with Russia and Ukraine. Well, I'm going to go Turkey. Wait. Yes, I am. Yes. I think I'm closer on picking Ukraine than I am Russia. I think, if I'm being real, okay, this is going to be my teams, right? I'm not changing this. If I'm being real, I think Russia or the Ukraine might get it over Germany, because if Germany just have two bad games against France and Portugal, they could beat up on Hungary, but it still might not be enough, you know? Same with Scotland. But I'm doing this realizing that I'm never going to get a perfect score or anything, or a perfect team. So now we are into the round of 16. One game you go through. Belgium, Sweden. Well, as much as I love Sweden, I think their time stops here. I really like Sweden, though. A dark horse I don't know if they would be considered a dark horse. What's their FIFA rating? God, they might suck. Unless they're way higher than I thought they... Oh, 18th. Man, I'm blind. Okay. They're right below Wales. Wow. I'm taking Italy to beat Austria. I'm taking France to go over Turkey, of course. Croatia and Poland. I think that game would be closer than most people would think, but Spain, Scotland. Let's do it. Let's do it. Scotland is going through over Spain. I don't like this Spain team. I love Scotland. Scotland goes through over Spain. Portugal goes through, and Portugal will beat Scotland. That'll be the end of that. But yeah, I'm doing it. Why not? There's upsets all the time. This is a matchup. Netherlands versus Germany. First off, picking Switzerland over. I don't know what Switzerland's gonna be my team in this tournament. I guess, man. Netherlands or Germany? Is this where Netherlands crashes out? I want to look at this Germany side. Noir, Genter. I don't love that defense, Hummels, but Rudiger, Sol, Chan, Gnabry. Yeah, I'm picking Germany. I think I'd be rooting for Netherlands here probably, but I'm picking Germany. Belgium versus Italy is going to be a phenomenal matchup. It's Dries Mertens versus Lorenzo Insigne. Oh, that's how I'm looking at the matchup. I love Dries and I love Lorenzo. I'm taking Italy. You have to take France here. You have to. Yeah. Scotland. Up the Scots! Yeah, but they're eliminated. There's a little bit of me that wants to take Switzerland here. I want to look back at this Netherlands team. Oh, that's right. They picked Holland. Right. Holland. Yeah, I just don't love it as much. I mean, Frankie de Jong, Genie, Memphis, Quincy Promes. They're probably my favorite FIFA team to play with as well. They're so pacey. But I'm going to pick Germany to go through, which is kind of nice. That, hey, there's a 3-seed, or 3-seed, Jesus. I'm talking like this is NCAA. March Madness. Portugal, Germany. I mean, I picked Portugal, right? Everyone picks France versus Portugal. And it's the smartest outcome to make. Everyone picks France versus Portugal. France wins. The repeat of 2016 and France gets the revenge. It's the smart thing to do. So I want to mix it up a little bit. And I'm picking Italy over Portugal. Oh, do I want to do that? Because then there's no... I want to mix this up. Netherlands don't have it. I'm sorry. They just don't. I want to do something different with this. It's just so hard because it's France. Like, they're the best. They are the best team. I'm going with the upset just to try to make this fun. Just know, when I'm making this, I need to keep this in. France is probably going to win the tournament. They're probably going to play Portugal in the tournament, and France is probably going to win. But that's not fun because any video that you watch, it's going to have the same thing. So I'm picking Italy. I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to make it like Italy, England. If Hendo can hold up the trophy. Oh, I'd love to see it. I don't think they do, though. I just can't bring myself to do so. Can I pick Germany? No, I don't think I can. That's my prediction. Boom. I have it as Italy are the Euro 2020 winners. I want to do something different here and not just have it as France and Portugal, even though it probably is. That's my official prediction. Italy versus Portugal. But if you want to make it fun, look at a scenario like maybe Switzerland are able to get through. The same way that Croatia did in the World Cup. Take a shot on Sweden. I like Sweden. I don't like them to win the tournament or anything. Or take the shot on Belgium, right? Belgium versus France would be awesome. Belgium could be the sleeper here. I guess they're not even sleepers because they're literally ranked number 1 in the world. But I don't think that they're better than France. But I think France is the best, but I want to see an upset. So that's what I'm doing. I'm picking Italy. Sue me. Lorenzo Insigne, Giro Immobile. Let's see it happen. Sue me. I don't know what to tell you. So,